Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 2006 comedy film Grandma's Boy. I finally got my chance to watch Grandma's Boy on Hulu yesterday, and so Grandma's Boy it goes like this. When he and his roommate can't pay their rent, video game creator Alex, played by Alan Covert, he finds himself homeless and moves in with Lily, played by Doris Roberts, his wacky grandmother, and Lily and her elderly pals like to hang out in front of the television all day. But their constant presence puts a damper on Alex's social life and pots smoking. Alex wants to court co-worker Samantha, but of course he's basically like preoccupied by a rivalry with another video game designer, so the would-be relationship is in limbo. And there you go. So, like I said, I recently got my chance to watch this movie on Hulu yesterday, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, this was actually a pretty good movie. I actually kind of like this movie. Yeah, since I do like most of Happy Madison's films, I gotta say this was actually a pretty funny movie from 2006, and excuse me, even the opening Happy Madison logo is actually pretty funny. Of course, like instead of the man saying "terrific" in the Happy Madison logo, in this movie he actually says "oh boy." Yeah. And I think the video game designers, I think the way that this movie is basically about like a video game company that basically takes place at a video game company. I gotta say that the video game company's headquarters is actually pretty cool and pretty nice looking for like in terms of video games. And even the opening titles are like a reference to like Galaga. And the performances I thought were pretty funny. I think Doris Roberts was pretty funny in the film. Jonah Hill was in the film too. I thought he did great. I mean, far from great, but just good. And Alan Covert, who played Alex in the film, Alan Covert did a pretty good job in this film. Nick Swardson, and yeah, it seemed like everybody in this movie had a pretty good time working on this movie. I mean, despite the negative reviews, like 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't really seem to care since this is basically all opinion based, and I gotta say, Grandma's Boy was a pretty good and funny movie that came out in 2006. Yeah, like I said. And what I also kind of liked about this movie is basically how these characters are like these characters like the two main characters are kind of like playing out in like a stoner comedy, and are also facing like some sort of like competition with a video game designer, and the way that they design video games and all that stuff. Yeah. So overall, Grandma's Boy was a pretty good and funny movie from Happy Madison, and I'm gonna give Grandma's Boy 3.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, if you haven't watched Grandma's Boy before, or if you want to rewatch it, then I say give this movie a rewatch if you want. If you've seen it before and you haven't seen it in a while, then I recommend giving this one a rewatch. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Grandma's Boy. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.